Welcome to Quick Learn Mandarin. Today, you're going to take your very first step into speaking Mandarin. And the best part is you only need 10 essential words to start communicating right away. That's right. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to greet someone, ask simple questions, and even form short sentences confidently. Let's start with a quick example so you see how easy it can be. Repeat after me. 你好我很好 Perfect! That means, hello, I am good. Notice how the tones rise and fall. This is key in Mandarin, and we'll practice all of them step by step. In today's lesson, you'll learn 10 of the most commonly used words in Mandarin, including pronouns, basic verbs, polite expressions, and essential nouns. You'll also get mini dialogues, tone exercises, and repetition drills that let you speak along with me, making this lesson interactive and fun. So get ready. Make sure you repeat every word and phrase with me because practicing aloud is the fastest way to build your confidence and start speaking Mandarin naturally. Let's dive in and learn your first words. Let's start with our first word, 我 which means I or me. Notice the tone. It's a third tone which dips down and then rises. Listen carefully. 我 Excellent. Say it slowly again. 我 Perfect. Now say it naturally in a short sentence. 我 This is one of the most important words in Mandarin because you'll use it in almost every sentence. Next we have 你 which means you. It's a second tone, which rises slightly. Listen. 你 Very good. Say it again. 你 Fantastic. Now let's try combining 我 and 你 in a short greeting. 你好 That means hello. Repeat after me. 你好 Excellent. Now let's put these into a mini dialogue so you can see how they work in real conversation. I will say it first, then you repeat. Person A, 你好. Person B, 我很好, 谢谢. Notice how we used 我 to talk about ourselves, 你 to refer to the other person, and 好, which we'll explain next. Our third word is 好, which means good. It's a third tone, just like 我, so your voice dips and rises. Listen carefully. 好 Great. Say it slowly again. 好 Perfect. Now say it naturally in a short sentence. 我很好 That means I am good. Repeat. 我很好 Excellent. Let's combine everything we've learned so far in a short dialogue. Person A, 你好. Person B, 我很好, 谢谢. Person A, 不客气. You're welcome. Here, 谢谢 is our fourth word. It means thank you. Notice the tone. It's a fourth tone, which falls sharply. Listen carefully. 谢谢. Very good. Repeat slowly. 谢谢. Perfect. Now say it naturally in a sentence. 谢谢你. Excellent. Now let's practice a few combinations. I'll say the phrase, then you repeat it. 我很好. 你好. 谢谢你. 我很好. 谢谢. Notice the tones in each word. Getting these right now will make your Mandarin sound much more natural later. Remember, the first two words, 我 and 你, are pronouns, and you'll use them constantly. The next two words, 好 and 谢谢, are essential for expressing feelings and politeness, which makes conversations smooth and friendly. Let's try another mini dialogue to practice using all four words together. I'll guide you step by step. Person A, 你好. Person B, 我很好, 谢谢. Person A, 你很好吗? Person B, 我很好,谢谢你. Repeat each line after me. Take your time and make sure your tones match what you hear. Great. If you practice this dialogue several times a day, you'll remember these words naturally and be able to use them in real conversations. Tips for beginners. Focus on tones. Even if you forget a word, the tone often gives meaning. Repeat slowly at first. Accuracy is more important than speed. Use real-life repetition. Try saying ni hao to a friend or even yourself in the mirror. Record yourself. Listening to your own pronunciation helps you improve faster. Let's do one final review and practice session for these first 4 words. I'll say a phrase, and you repeat it exactly as you hear. 我很好,你好,谢谢你。我很好,谢谢。你很好吗？我很好,谢谢你。Fantastic! You've just learned your first 4 essential Mandarin words and how to use them in short sentences and mini dialogues. Take a few minutes every day to repeat these words, practice the dialogues, and focus on getting the tones right. By consistently practicing, you'll be able to remember them naturally and move on to the next set of words with confidence. Remember, Mandarin is a language of tones, so don't worry if it feels tricky at first. With daily practice, your ear and mouth will get used to the sounds, and speaking will become easier and more natural. In the next lesson, we'll continue building your vocabulary by learning words for objects, questions, and simple phrases. We'll combine them with today's words so you can start forming longer sentences and speaking even more confidently. Keep practicing, repeat the dialogues, and don't forget to have fun while learning. Mandarin is exciting, and with just a few minutes each day, you'll be amazed at how quickly you can start communicating. Let's begin with the 5th word, 什么, which means what. This is a very common question word in Mandarin and will allow you to ask about things around you. Pay attention to the tones. It's a rising tone followed by a neutral tone. Listen carefully. 什么. Excellent. Say it again. 什么. Perfect. You'll use this word every time you want to ask a question, especially when combined with 这, which we'll learn next. Our 6th word is 这, meaning this. It's a 4th tone, which falls sharply. Listen. 这. Very good. Repeat. 这. Fantastic. Now, let's try forming a very simple question using these 2 words together. 这是什么? This means, what is this? Say it with me. 这是什么? Excellent. Now let's break it down. 这 refers to this. 是 is the verb is. And 什么 is what. So whenever you want to ask what something is, you can simply use this structure. To help you understand better, let's try a mini dialogue. Person A. 这是什么? Person B. 这是书. Person A. 那是什么? Person B. 那是笔. Notice how naturally we combined 这 and 那, which leads us to our 7th word, 那, meaning that. Like 这, it is a 4th tone. Listen. 那. Repeat after me. 那. Very good. You will use this word whenever you want to refer to something a little further away or something that has already been mentioned. Now let's combine 这 and 那 in a phrase. 这是书. 那是笔. Say it with me. 这是书. 那是笔. Excellent. See how naturally these words fit into short sentences? This is the foundation for speaking complete sentences in Mandarin. Next, we have our 8th word, 请, which means please. This is an extremely important word in Mandarin because it allows you to make polite requests and show respect. It's a third tone, so your voice dips and rises. Listen. Ting. Repeat after me. Ting. Perfect. To form a complete polite request, you often say, 请给我这个. This means, please give me this. Repeat after me. 请给我这个. Fantastic. Now, let's put the words we've learned so far together in a slightly longer mini dialogue. Person A. 这是书，那是笔. Person B. 请给我那个. Person A. 好. Notice how smoothly the words flow when you use them in a conversation. You're not just learning vocabulary, you're learning how to speak naturally. Keep repeating these sentences until they feel comfortable. Moving on, our ninth word is 吃, which means eat. It's a first tone, so your voice stays even and high. Listen. 吃. Repeat after me. 吃. Excellent. This verb is one of the most commonly used words in daily conversation because talking about food is something everyone does. Let's try forming a simple sentence using this qi word. 我吃饭. This means I eat rice, or more generally, I eat food. Say it with me. 我吃饭. Very good. Let's break it down. 我 is I. 吃 is eat, and fun is rice or meal. With just 3 words, you've formed a complete sentence that is useful every day. Finally, our 10th word is 水, which means water. This is another essential noun and it's used constantly in daily life. Listen. 水. Repeat after me. 水. Excellent. Now let's make a complete sentence with it. 我喝水. This means I drink water. Say it with me. 我喝水. Perfect. Here, 喝means drink. So together you have I drink water. Now that we know all 6 new words, let's practice combining them in different dialogues and questions. Person A says, 你吃什么? This means, what are you eating? Person B answers, 我吃饭, which means I am eating rice. Next, person A asks another question. 你喝什么? What are you drinking? And person B responds with, 我喝水. I am drinking water. Then person A makes a polite request. 请给我那个. Please give me that. Person B responds with, 这是书, 那是笔. This is a book. That is a pen. Notice how naturally all 10 words fit together in these dialogues. You're now able to greet someone, ask simple questions, make polite requests, and talk about eating and drinking. This is a huge step forward in building your Mandarin speaking skills. Let's review each word quickly. 我, I or me. 你, you. 好, good. 谢谢, thank you. 什么, what? 这, this. 那, that. 请, please. 吃, eat. And 水, water. Now let's do a full practice dialogue using all 10 words in a real-life scenario. Person A says, 你好. Person B responds, 我很好, 谢谢. Person A asks, 这是书. Person B answers, 这是书,那是笔. Person A asks, 你吃什么? Person B responds, 我吃饭. Person A asks, 你喝什么? Person B responds, 我喝水. Person A makes a polite request, 请给我那个. Person B responds with, 好. Practice this dialogue several times. The goal is to speak it naturally without thinking about each word individually. With repetition, you'll be able to remember the words automatically and respond quickly in conversation. As a tip for beginners, try to use these words in your daily life. For example, when you eat breakfast, say 我吃饭. When you drink water, say 我喝水. Practice asking 这是什么 when you see something new around your home. Using the words actively helps your brain remember them faster than just listening. Another tip is to combine the words creatively. For example, you can ask 那是什么? Or say 请给我这个. The more combinations you practice, the more confident you'll become. Mandarin is all about patterns, and these 10 words are the foundation of countless sentences you'll form later. To reinforce your learning, try speaking these words to a friend or even to yourself. Repeat the mini dialogues multiple times until they feel natural. You can also record yourself and listen back to make sure the tones are correct. Remember, tones are extremely important in Mandarin, and practicing them now will make all your future learning much easier. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to greet someone with 你好, say I am good with 我很好, thank someone politely using 谢谢你, ask questions like 这是什么 or 你吃什么, make polite requests with 请给我这个, and talk about eating and drinking using 吃 and 水. You've now learned 10 essential Mandarin words and started forming sentences that are useful in everyday situations. Take time to review them, repeat the dialogues, and use them actively. This is the foundation for building your Mandarin skills, and the more you practice, the more confident and natural you'll sound. Keep practicing these 10 words until you can recall them quickly without thinking. In the next lesson, we'll introduce numbers, basic nouns, and more verbs to expand your sentences and conversations even further. By combining what you already know with new words, you'll be able to start speaking longer sentences and hold basic conversations in Mandarin. Congratulations! You've completed a major step in your Mandarin learning journey. Remember, consistency is key. Spend a few minutes each day practicing these 10 words, and soon speaking Mandarin will feel much more natural and enjoyable. Now that you've learned all 10 essential words, it's time to bring them together in real conversation. The best way to solidify your learning is through practice dialogues, where you can see how each word fits naturally into sentences. We'll start with a simple conversation that combines greetings, questions, and requests.
Imagine you're meeting a friend for the first time. You can say, 你好,我很好,谢谢你. This means, hello, I am good. Thank you. Notice how smoothly the words flow together. 你好 is the greeting, 我很好 tells how you feel, and 谢谢你 shows politeness. Practice seeing it a few times aloud so it feels natural. Next, let's introduce some objects around you. You might say, 这是书,那是笔. This translates to, this is a book, that is a pen. Here, 这 and 那 help you point out items, while shu and bi are the nouns. Saying sentences like this helps you get comfortable identifying objects in Mandarin. Combine it with a polite request. 请给我这个. This means, please give me this. Notice how 请 immediately makes your request polite and respectful. We can also include actions like eating and drinking to make your sentences even more practical. For example, 我吃饭,我喝水. This means I eat rice, I drink water. Using 吃 and 水 gives you verbs and nouns that describe daily activities. Try saying the full sentence out loud several times until it feels comfortable. Now, let's put everything together in one continuous practice dialogue. Person A, 你好,我很好,谢谢你. Person B, 这是书,那是笔. Person A, 请给我这个. Person B, 好,我吃饭,我喝水. Repeat this dialogue several times. Notice how the words flow naturally when used together, and pay attention to the tones in each word. Speaking aloud and repeating these phrases helps your brain link the sounds to their meanings, which is essential for remembering them. Now, let's add a short quiz to test what you've learned. Which word means thank you? That's right, it's 谢谢. Say it aloud. 谢谢. Excellent. Next question, which word means eat? Correct. It's 吃. Practice saying it in a full sentence. 我吃饭. Great job. Quizzes like this reinforce your memory and make learning fun. As you practice, pay attention to common beginner mistakes. For example, it's easy to mix up 这 and 那, or to get the tones wrong. Don't worry if it happens at first. Just slow down, repeat, and try again. Consistency is more important than speed. If you make a mistake, that's actually a great learning opportunity. Correct it, repeat the word, and move forward. To make your practice more engaging, you can try shadowing exercises. Listen to the sentence and then say it immediately after me. For example, I'll say, 你好,我很好,谢谢你. Now you say it exactly the same way. Shadowing helps you train both your ear and your speaking muscles. The more you do it, the faster your pronunciation and tone accuracy will improve. Another tip is to use pattern interrupts while learning. This means pausing your practice occasionally to check yourself or ask a small question. For example, can you say, 请给我这个 without thinking? If not, repeat it a few more times. Pattern interrupts make your practice sessions more active and prevent your brain from going on autopilot. As you finish this practice session, remember to engage actively. Comment below which word was easiest for you today. Was it 我, 你, or 谢谢? Sharing your progress helps reinforce learning and creates a habit of reflecting on what you know. Don't forget to subscribe to follow the full series because each new lesson builds directly on the previous ones. Let's finish with a full review dialogue using all 10 words. Say it with me. Person A, 你好,我很好,谢谢你. Person B, 这是书,那是笔. Person A, 请给我这个. Person B, 好,我吃饭,我喝水. Repeat this dialogue until it feels natural. You're combining greetings, questions, objects, polite requests, and actions all in one short conversation. This type of integrated practice is exactly how you'll start using Mandarin in real-life situations.
By the end of this session, you should feel confident using these 10 essential words in short sentences and many dialogues. Remember, repetition and active speaking are your keys to success. Take a few minutes each day to repeat the words, practice the dialogues, and test yourself with small quizzes. Soon, these words will come to you automatically, and you'll be ready to move on to new vocabulary and more complex sentences. Congratulations! You've completed the combined practice session for your first 10 Mandarin words. This is a big step towards building your confidence and fluency. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and enjoy the process. The more you speak, the more natural Mandarin will become, and with each lesson, you'll be able to hold longer conversations and express yourself more clearly.